Bantamweight bout here, Amin Zahabi coming in at plus 115 against Arichi Long, who's coming in at minus 115. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 188 for the over, plus 188 for the under. Another Canadian in here, taking on Arichi Long, who's 3-2 in his last 5. Zahabi's 3-2 in his last 5 as well. And he's just coming off a massive win against Ricky Turcios by decision. He's 3-2 in the UFC. And he had a decent fight there, but it really just looked like Turcios was just didn't look good. And I don't know what to really attribute that to, because Turcios landed at an alarming 11% clip in that fight, which was just unreal. So I don't know if that's just Zahabi having great striking defense, or if Turcios can't hit the broadside of a barn with his punches or his kicks, but that is one I might just throw out the window. In this one, it's damn near a pick 'em. Arichi Long has had a couple of decent wins back-to-back, Cameron Else and Jay Perrin, but it's just level of competition. What are you looking for there? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go dog or pass on this one. Amin Zahabi, plus 115, fighting in the home country. I'll take him. I'm not too much rhyme or reason to that. It's probably a stand-up battle. Both guys are going to look to strike. And I think Zahabi should be a slightly better with the volume. Arichi Long might have the power factor into it. But, yeah, I'll take Zahabi. What do you think?
Yeah, for Arichi Long, it's you're losing to the guys you should lose to, Cody Durden and Jeff Molina, and then you're beating Cameron Elson and Jay Perrin, who, short-lived in the UFC after getting submitted by Raul Rosas Jr. But you look at that. You look at him beating the guys he should and losing to the guys he shouldn't. Where does Zahabi fit in there? What level is Zahabi? What's his fight going to look like? And it's kind of hard to tell. You watch Zahabi in there, and he's a little flat-footed. He fights okay going backwards. He gets backed up really easily, at least from what I noticed in the fight against Turcios. And Turcios was, clapping in his face and doing some weird shit that I probably would have backed up and thought, what the frick is going on right now? But so against Turcios, yeah, he got the win, but man, I'm just not impressed with Ricky. I mean, since the Ultimate Fighter, I'm just not high on him. Beat Draco Rodriguez and then loses to Vince Morales and Ricardo Ramos. And as far as how this fight's going to play out, statistically, you don't think Zahabi's going to take it to the ground, but the skills are there if he had to. Arichi Lang averages 1.57 takedowns per fight. But again, you don't really see him shooting all the time. You can tell he's more comfortable on the feet. So I think it's a stand-up battle here. I'm going to go with Arichi Lang because if you look at the stats too, he throws, 6.07 significant strikes per minute. His striking defense is 48%, and Zahabi throws 3 significant strikes per minute. So he's not a volume machine by any means. So I don't think anybody gets knocked out here. I don't think anybody goes to the ground and gets submitted. I'm going to go with the guy who is notoriously thrown more volume, might look better for the judges, and I think that's Arichi Lang here. I really do.
Fair enough.